What's going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chunky! I didn't say.
Eat your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? Happy Sunday night. Excuse me. Should take a drink of. Oh, I feel like I'm really loud. Am I really loud right now? I hear myself. I need to turn my mic volume down. Hold on. Turn my mic volume down so low the other day. No one could hear me in my video. How's everyone doing? Hopefully everyone had a great weekend. Yeah, I saw someone else say grilled cheese night tomorrow night. Grilled cheese night is tomorrow night. Cooking with Colin. I'm going to show you how to make my favorite grilled cheese. It's going to be fun. It's going to be members only. Just warning you. It's going to be fun, though. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Now I'm just repeating myself. We got some court. We have some court. Now, I got to fast forward to this first clip because I actually showed it in my release this afternoon. And I didn't realize it was in this video. This video was supposed to be released on Friday, but Judge King interview went a lot longer than I thought it did. If you guys haven't watched that, go watch my interview with Judge King. It was amazing. And thank you so much, Judge King, for coming up. It was awesome. All right, let's watch some court. I gotta fast forward though. 10:22 is the timestamp. See, yeah, this is the video I played earlier. I don't know if you guys can actually actively watch me fast forwarding. I don't know. All right, here we go. All right, let's watch some court. Before I hit that play button, you already know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe button and do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
Mr. Popovich is here. This is Brookside Cottages. This is file 248527 LT.
That's the one you just did. Yeah, this is. Yeah.
I'm behind. Susan K. Williams, 248534 LT. Susan K. Williams versus Margaret Ann Williams Smith. Mr. Popovich is here, like I indicated. So it looks like Ms. Susan Williams is here, and Margaret Williams Smith is here too. So, Mr. Popovich, if you had a chance to reach out to Margaret Ann Williams Smith about possible resolution here.
No, Your Honor, I have not. Thank you. Also, I apologize for my tardiness. I was going back and forth with the time, and on my calendar, I mistook this for 9 a.m. rather than 8:45. So that was all on me. Just a typical Monday morning.
Oh my gosh, she does look like her. Oh, what movie was that? Where that at the end of the movie she like ate somebody, right? Like she like ate their. What movie was that? It was a horror movie. Oh man, I don't remember the name of it. Somebody, please say what movie that was, because she does look like her.
Oversight. So I apologize for any concern that I may have given Miss Williams while she was waiting for me. But we are here representing Miss Williams, Susan Williams, versus Margaret Ann Williams Smith. This is just a possession. They're looking for possession. This is a family-owned property. Margaret is the daughter of Susan and occupies a cottage that Susan would like possession of. So I have not talked with Margaret, but we are just looking for a time frame for where she would move out. I've advised my client that today would be handled by the court as a pretrial because it's the first hearing. But I do see Miss Williams Smith is here. So if she does have an opportunity to share with the court when she could vacate, perhaps we could work up the terms of a consent judgment.
Okay, so Ms. Williams Smith, how much more time do you need, ma'am, in the property?
I need an adjournment. I need to get a lawyer here in Traverse City. I called legal help and they couldn't take me. Also, did you get the form that I submitted into this case?
No, I did not.
Well,
what is?
I applied for emergency guardianship in Oklahoma, and they're going to be served with their papers today. My mother is mentally ill. My sister is mentally ill. they are feed up each other. I know my sister's in the side there telling her what to say, like she always does. So we need to get this whole thing figured out before they start kicking me out. I was told I could live here indefinitely until we sold it, my sister and I. So
Well, that might be, but, you know, that's not in writing.
well, I'd like an
No.
adjournment, please, so I can.
Susan might have changed her mind. Well, all right, so this is treated as a pretrial. We'll adjourn for 2 weeks. That's it. So you should call Northern Michigan Legal Services. They might be able to help you.
I did, and they couldn't. So I have to pay for an attorney in Tulsa, and then I'll be able to pay for an attorney here. But right now, that's the most important thing, is getting those two separated.
Well,
My sister's
right.
exploiting my mother. I don't know if my mother knows that she forged a PPO in my mom's name, and she falsified one in her name from Tulsa. It was insane. They both got dismissed.
So let me just tell you, ma'am, I don't know whether any of that information is relevant or helpful, okay, in a hearing regarding the return of possession of the property to Susan
I understand.
Williams. So, all right, we'll adjourn for 2 weeks. If you get a lawyer, make sure they contact Mr. Popovich right away. But otherwise, in 2 weeks, we do have to deal with possession of the property. And
Your Honor, I have a
looks-
court date April 4th in Tulsa, and they're both getting served with papers today, I believe. So
hang on just a second. So why don't you just tell me just a little bit, not a lot, about what's going on in Tulsa? You said something about a guardianship. I don't know how that could ever apply to anything here.
no, it's not.
What's going on in Tulsa?
I have to file it in Tulsa because my mom and my sister both lived there.
No, it was a horror movie. It was a horror movie where, like, grandma was possessed. It wasn't the Legion. At least I don't think it was. Yeah, it wasn't the Legion. I don't remember what it was. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up so I can answer this, because she looks like her.
What's going on? Well, I'm just going to start with the last. I'll do this really quick because it's a long story.
Your Honor, can I ask, I am so sorry to do this, but can we ask Ms. Williams to just sit down and put
Did you guys just hear all the nasty feedback I just heard? I just got some really bad feedback. Hopefully it was just my mic and you guys didn't hear it. No idea what just happened. No audio. You guys can't hear me now? I'm not muted. I paused it. You guys can't hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, it says my audio's on. All right, yeah. I just had some wicked feedback in my head, in my ears, from my earbuds, and I unplugged it and plugged it back in. So if it was just muted on your end, then that's a win, because I'm glad no one could hear what I just heard. But I'm gonna play this video. Make sure when I hit play, someone say if you can hear the volume or not, please.
put her camera on? It is that, or turn her camera off. The walking around is distracting.
So that's right. Can you just
Yes, sir.
not walk around?
Yes, sir.
So please, as briefly as you can, just let me know what's going on there in Tulsa. I don't think it applies here, but go ahead.
Well, my sister, my mother's clinically depressed, and my sister's dangerously mentally ill, diagnosed, and my mother's diagnosed too. My mother
Alright.
shuts down when she has
Good morning, Your Honor. Omar
tragedy,
Shah on
and it
behalf of
started
the
when I was.
people.
All right. Well, apparently I still messed up the editing. I found the movie though. It was The Taking of Deborah Logan is the movie I'm thinking of, where grandma ate someone at the end of it. They saved her life. She didn't actually finish eating her, but The Taking of Deborah Logan. It's a very interesting movie.
My mother's clinically depressed, and my sister's dangerously mentally ill, diagnosed, and my mother's diagnosed too. My mother
right.
shuts down when she has tragedy, and it started when I was taking care of her father in Michigan, and he died, and she couldn't deal with it. So I was the one up there dealing with things up here. And it's been what, 28 years maybe, and she's progressed. She has times when she just doesn't get out of bed. She can't make a decision. She can't do anything. I mean, I know this. And my sister is a bully. She's
Okay,
usually
Your Honor, Your Honor, I am so sorry. I don't mean to
Yeah.
overspeak Miss Williams-Smith. She has the right to represent herself today in the pretrial. We're giving her of course, the court's giving her the adjournment for the 2 weeks to secure legal counsel. Nothing she said is relevant to a possession action where there's no written lease. Nothing.
Right.
Your Honor.
So,
And thank you so much for the PayPal. Very much appreciated. That is awesome. And happy Sunday to you as well. But thank you so much, Ann.
And
yeah. Go.
I would really
I'm
like to
gonna,
get this settled in Oklahoma and then come back to this.
well, we can't do that. So we have our own schedule here, ma'am. So that's 2 weeks from now.
Okay.
It looks like Susan Williams has followed all the proper procedure, including a notice to quit. So, you know, the tenancy is terminated by that notice to quit, and
I
would
don't
be a
have
pretty straightforward hearing. What?
I don't have a lease.
Well, there you go. I mean, so your mom wants property back. I don't think her mental health is relevant here. So we'll see you in 2 weeks. Try to get a local lawyer here to help you, okay?
Okay. All right.
All right, thank you.
So 2 weeks from today, sir?
What? 2 weeks from today.
Oh, sorry. 2 weeks from today.
April 1st. April 1st, we'll send you a new notice with the exact time, okay?
Okay. All right.
All right. All right, thank you. You're all
Thank you,
set.
Your Honor.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
You too, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Susan Williams, you're welcome. You can log off and I'll be in touch by email
Right.
to advise you folks of where we're going. Okay, thank you.
Hi, Mom. Hi.
Well, okay, we're all set here. We'll call the next case. It's gonna be
Yeah, I don't think Mom's very happy with her. That is the least amount of motion I've ever seen in a defendant. She was not the defendant, but someone in court, let's say that. She literally didn't move the entire time, except for the hi mom. She like kind of moved her head a little bit. Otherwise, I would have been worried about her health. I don't know. She may not be alive. Also, Sierra Maid sent me a PayPal during the interview with Judge King. I did say that I would shout her out during my next live. So Sierra Maid, thank you so much for your PayPal during the Judge King interview. I did not look at my PayPals at all. I didn't read chat. I wasn't reading anything. I was focusing on Judge King, and I still wasn't doing a good job because, as you know, I was nervous. Had the King on stream. Anyways, all right, let's go to the next case. Oh, you guys are all awesome. Thanks for hanging out. Let's go.
You're here on an order concerning bond. You were mentioned in the 48-hour affidavit, which I've signed. So nothing's been filed on you yet, but I'm going to set your bond today on possible charges of aggravated assault, stalking, felony criminal damage, fleeing or attempting to elude with reckless driving, driving while suspended, and then various infractions of no turn signal, disobeying stop signs, several counts of each of those, left of center, several counts of those, and then no seatbelt. What's the county attorney's position on bond for Mr. Armbrust, sir?
Your Honor, obviously you're aware that the primary considerations of bond are whether or not the defendant poses a danger to the community or whether or not they're a flight risk. This defendant poses both. I didn't have time to review his full III, which appears to be some 80 plus pages long. I was able to quickly review the information contained on Casper. Just from that, it appears he's at least a C history, if not a B history, having a prior conviction for aggravated battery, a couple convictions for burglary, one of which looks like it might be a person. This is a person who's been to prison before and got off post release about this time last year in 2023. So we're talking about a B, possibly C history. And in this affidavit, you have crimes that are directly speak to whether or not he's a danger and a flight risk. The primary charge, I believe, is the aggravated assault, level 7 person felony. There's a couple felonies in there. I would add he's currently on bond in 24 CR 36, which is a second-time domestic battery case. I don't think the state's out of line asking for at least $50,000 cash or commercial surety bond, and I suspect there'll be a no bond hold in the domestic battery case.
Mr. Arbiter, do you want to speak to the amount of bond?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, first of all,
No. You can say whatever you want in the chat, as long as you don't attack anybody and you don't break any terms of service. So no racial remarks. No, I don't like politics. I don't like religion. Comments. I don't like them because it splits a community, right? So, but you can say whatever you want. You know, you can say, hey Jay Hart, I love your fucking channel. You can say stuff like that. Yeah, that's fine. All right, let's go.
You don't want to speak to the possible facts of the affidavit, but just to the amount. Yeah.
no. First of all, look, the $50,000. Look, who has $5,000 laying around just to, you know what I mean? Like that's absurd. I mean, I have a right to not have excessive bond or bail, and you know, be respected in this court. I'm gonna say mentally, I was not in sound mind, you know, so therefore I feel like $50,000 is an extreme amount. You know, I would request the court, you know, not to, you know, violate the other bond and go ahead and, you know, give me the opportunity. You know, I'm seeking mental health.
What bond can you make?
What bond can I make? To be honest with you, I have $0. I'm still waiting on my 2022 taxes of like $1,400.
All right, I've got a question to ask you. And this is probably something I shouldn't ask, but I'm going to ask it. So PTSD is a real thing. And it's also a very overused thing. It's an abuse thing. People will say they have PTSD because I got yelled at by somebody in a convenience store when I was 12 and I can't get over it. Now, I feel like mental health is going that way too. He just said, I'm trying to get into mental health. Like, he might need it. I don't know. I don't know this guy. But I feel like a lot of people in courts are just using that as a blanket term. And I feel like mental health is becoming the new PTSD. That is my opinion. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just saying, do you guys see that as the same as I do? I don't know. And like I said, I don't know this guy. He might need help. I don't know. He doesn't really say anything out of line here. Besides that, it's got 80 plus pages of, this guy is a career criminal. He's got a lot of things against him. But yeah, let me know how you think about that.
Actually go to Wichita to buy my proof of identity, like, broke, dude. Like, I'm just trying to get by. I'm trying to go, you know, get my mental health taken care of and, like, just do what I gotta do, you know?
Okay, listen, it sounds like there's no amount of bond that I could set that would be satisfactory to you anyway.
Have a good night. It's good to see you. And I see your comments. I see that you say, give me a wrench. I'm just going to say, if you want a wrench, that is not the way to do it. If you really do want a wrench, just message me. And we'll talk about how you can get one. But I think it's funny and I think it's a joke. But if you really do want one, just message me on Discord and I'll explain to you how you can get one.
Because you don't have any money. And I wouldn't over OR a person out on these charges anyway. I'm going to set your bond at $50,000 cash or commercial surety. And here's the deal. There's probably going to be a hold anyway. So even if I OR'd you, there would still be a hold. You have to follow the bond conditions. I'm going to make the bond conditions pretty standard, that you have no possession or consumption of any illicit drugs or any alcohol. You could be randomly tested through any member of the court, or by any member of the court and any member of law enforcement at any time through blood, breath, or urine. So make sure that your body's free of those substances. If you violate those, you'd be rearrested. It's going to be
I mean, your name is Taco and Yoshi. Two of my favorite things, Mario and tacos. That is a quick way to my heart. Just saying. That's a good way to get a wrench. But yeah, no, you're not going to get one. This is the first time I've seen you, but I'm saying I love your name.
no contact order with the alleged victim and her 2 roommates. No contact with Kristen Baxter, and the roommates, I think, are Kristen Borders and Daniel Rhea. Do you have any contact of any kind? No face-to-face, friend, social media, no contact of any kind. Make all your court dates. If you get an attorney, stay in contact with that attorney. State has until the 25th of March of 2024 and to file formal charges. If they don't, you'd be released. I know our bond through these. If there,
I know, bud. I was joking. I was joking just like you were. See, we both can joke. This is fun. This is fun. This is how humans interact, right? I am a human. Yeah, at least you guys believe I am.
wasn't a hold. Any questions that you may have?
Yeah, why would there be a no contract order as there, like, my understanding was, Kristen Baxter is not even the person who called the cops and doesn't even want the charges pressed. This conversation I was told, like, literally 10 minutes prior to being arrested last night.
Okay, I see it. I see there'd be a little bit of a problem. That's why I issued the no contact order. Anything else,
Okay,
Mr.
and
Anderson?
it's-
I would just add that even where individuals don't want charges to be pressed, even if that's true, they don't have that decision. And the state has an interest in there being a no contact order so that witnesses in a case are not influenced, intimidated, etc.
Yeah, is there elements to prove such, that the charges that I'm being charged with fits all the elements of the crime?
Yeah, that's a common misconception exacerbated by television. So that's not how it works, but I understand why you think that. Anything else, Mr. Anderson?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Ms. Greenwood, anything from your?
All right, that ends that clip. And my outro is about to play after this, so I'm not going to end it now. I've got more videos to show you. But what do you guys want to see? I've got a really good one. You know what? Because someone brought up, is this a PG chat? I'm gonna play this video at the expense of my channel. Oh, this. We're talking about mental health and PTSD, and this fits right into the conversation. Also, Mimi, what's up, Mimi? Haven't seen you in a little bit. Hopefully you're doing well. Hope you're still cooking great food. By the way, Mimi, I don't know if you heard. Tomorrow night is cooking with Colin. Sorry, I interchanged them. But yeah, all right. So Mimi, I hope you're doing well. As Judge Stevens would say, get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola, relax. This one's feisty. And I have part 1 and part 2. And I know this guy, all right, let's just go. I'm gonna I'm going to say warning to language. Warning to language. I will say that. This guy is about to cuss a lot. All right, let's go.
Mr. Adams, I'm Magistrate Charte. You're here on 2 criminal matters. First case is 1-804-553301. And the other case is 240-44-16301. You have an attorney. Go ahead, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jessica Sharp, P number 81798, on behalf of Mr. Adams, who waives formal reading, understands his constitutional rights, and stands mute on both matters, Your Honor.
Thank you. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty. Court date is the same for both cases, May 14, 2024.
No. Yeah, what I said was brought on purpose because I wasn't trying to objectify anybody. I wasn't trying to objectify that last defendant. I do try my best to not make opinions about cases because everyone that I show is innocent until proven guilty. I've only shown maybe 3 or 4 trials where you actually see a guilty conviction. So, yeah. But I don't have the knowledge to say someone has mental health issues. What I was simply asking was, do you guys think that it is overused now? That's all I was asking. So if you think that absolutely made no sense, that's your opinion. But I made my opinion on it. So Mr. G's aquatic experience, I'm sure you have a lot of, fun in the water, and I have a lot of fun on YouTube. If you want to come up and you want to, debate me on this, we can schedule it. But yeah, I wasn't making anything objective. I wasn't objectifying anybody. That's a better way to say it. So hopefully that cleared the air.
It is a pretrial in front of Judge Bryant for both cases. On the animal case, Mr. Adams, you are not to possess, buy, sell any animals while this case is pending. Do you understand that?
You said no.
Do you understand no animals of any kind?
I guess.
No, there is no I guess.
I'm one of the biggest
You
pit
understand-
bulls in the list. Listen, I own a big pit bull kennel. I have a Bega Z Omega Chill Bega dual one whole pit bulls. None of them are sharp.
Mr. Adams, let me tell you this. This case is from 2014. It is abandoning or cruelty to 2 or 3 animals. Even though it is approximately 10 years old, right now, I don't want you having any animals. You own them. What I said, listen to me. I suggest you give them to somebody that can take care of them while this case is being dealt with. Do you understand that?
Okay.
Okay, so that means while this case is in effect, you can't buy any animals. You can't sell any animals. You can't own, you can't pet, no animals. I don't want you to be around any animals. That's just while this case is pending. And it shouldn't be longer than a few months. Do you understand that?
This case is pending longer than a few months.
This case is from 2014, but your court date is May 14th. Do you understand that? That's about 2 months away, month and a half.
What happened to me getting out going home? I'm supposed to be here for a test.
Excuse me, we're not talking about, excuse me, we're talking about, sir, Mr. Adams, we are talking about the bond condition. Unless you can get an earlier court date.
With the first place lowest man, with the first man that's the first judge of all time, I'm not supposed to be here at all. I want to sit in here.
Okay, Your Honor.
Mr. Adams, the more you talk, the more that everything is being recorded, it can be used against you. What I suggest to you is to please obey all the bond conditions. Okay, that's the first case. That is cruelty or abandoning animals. The second case is assault and battery. And in that case, you're not to have any contact with a Jeff Davis. That means no person-to-person contact, no contact with third parties, no phone calls, no emails, no text messages.
All right, guys. I know I warned you at the start of it, but it's about to go down. It's about to get nasty. If anyone has any kind of, I don't know, you don't like hearing bad words, good time to leave. But this guy is about to go off. It's bad. It's bad.
That's a lot on the Mega Billion, Mega CO, Mega BO, High in the World River Pit Bulls.
Mr. Adams, we talked about this. Mr. Adams, this is your.
No, I don't hear it. Get me the fuck out of here. I got tethered. I don't want to hear it. You're not talking business. Don't talk to me. Period. Now get me the fuck out of here. You had to. The rest of y'all what? I don't give a fuck what y'all about. Now y'all stop lying. Y'all lying. You don't want to hear. There's our facts. Get the fuck out of here. I don't have a court May 14th. Demobilize and let me go. I'm not your child. I don't want to talk to you. All my people is DMX. I know him personally. I don't fight him. I breed him, so I don't want to hear it. I'm the richest nigga alive in America. I want to get the fuck out of here, period. All this games y'all want to play, I'm tired of playing games, losing my mind sitting bitch, because I'm claustrophobic in the room. Y'all think that shit is fun? How much money you want to get me out of here? Because I pay what you want. I don't give a fuck about no court case. Real cooking cowboy shit. You want to get the fuck out of here, period. I don't deserve this shit. I'm letting you know, because the nigga sit up at the stove, think you can steal money off me. Won't give me no fucking milk. Because he's a white bitch. He can start robbing me all day. Nigga didn't pay what the fuck I want. What the fuck I gotta sit up here because he can't afford a gallon of milk for. Y'all somebody got pit bulls. I got a pit bull the size of Hawaii, all of them. And ain't none of them starving.
Mr. Adams.
Thank you, Mr. Adams. Everything is being recorded. Another bond condition, Mr. Adams. You're not possessed or you're not.
All right. I gotta split that up. I know you guys hate it when I pause it during, a good meltdown, but yeah, I gotta split that up, especially because Mimi just super stickered for $50. Thank you so much, Mimi. That is awesome. Very, very much appreciated. Thank you so much, Mimi. I hope you're here for tomorrow night, so you can yell at me for my ability to make grilled cheese. I would really much appreciate it if you're here tomorrow night. Anyways, yeah, I got to follow up with this guy too. Yeah, he knows DMX. He's the richest guy in America. Just wait till you hear his story on the next one. Again, mental health isn't a joke. And I responded to that comment earlier, and I probably shouldn't have. But yeah, it's not a joke. And I just don't want people to overuse it. This guy probably needs a little help. He might need a little. I'm not going to say probably. I feel like that's a presumptuous word. All right, let's keep going. I don't want to get myself in trouble.
Not possess any firearms or other dangerous weapons.
Yeah, I got firearms.
And Mr. Adams, just so you know, your conduct has the question is
Lisa Coyle.
My internet just dropped. Can you guys still see? No idea what just happened. I just went from full connection to zero connection. Is everyone here? No. Can you hear me? Okay, you're guys saying, yeah, you can hear me, but the video froze. I don't know what happened. My internet connection is saying I have zero signal. Hey, look, there's two of me on screen. Can you guys hear me again? Are we back? Yeah, it's a solar eclipse. It's a solar eclipse isn't for another 2 weeks, but am I back? Am I back? There are two Collins on screen. This is really weird. No idea what's going on, but can you hear me? Yep, you see both of me. Yeah, but can you hear me? All right, we can hear me. All right, let's try to play this. Oh, now it just all reset. I think I'm going to say this is a StreamYard issue. I think this is StreamYard. For that kind of glitch to happen, I'm blaming StreamYard. All right, let's bring the video back up. Good thing I grabbed.
say your full name.
All right, we're at 5:23. All right, this is 5:18. All right, All right, we're back. We're back. Blaming StreamYard. Or you're blaming YouTube. I'm blaming StreamYard. Either way. All right, let's go. Let's go. All right. All right, let's grab this. Your clips are too spicy. Yeah, apparently. Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. No, but hopefully YouTube didn't kick me off. That actually makes more sense. It was the language was too spicy. They kicked me off. That makes a lot more sense. All right, let's go. We were paused long enough. I'm glad everything seems to be back in order. Let's go.
You're liars. You're a liar.
Lisa Coyle, on behalf of the people.
Okay, Mr. Adams, I'm gonna mute you. Because I want the people to make an argument, and then I'm gonna let your attorney make an argument. Thank you. Go ahead, Counsel Coyle.
Your Honor, in these matters, Your Honor, although they're old, I'm asking for a $5,000 cash surety bond as well as a tether in this matter.
Okay. What's the reason for the tether, and what's the reason for the cash surety?
Your Honor, the reason is that I saw, and I don't know what the disposition there was. Let me go back into it. It was an armed robbery that was out there from 2022. I believe he is assaultive in this, in his nature. I also, he was in the lockup and committed the assault. I'm asking for a cash bond as well as a tether to assure his appearance. I think there's a high possibility of mental illness in this case, Your Honor. And so as far as I'm asking for based on assaultive nature and I mean cruelty to animals, I don't need to say any more on that. And also to assure his appearance, I'm asking for that tether.
Thank you. And Counsel Shive, go ahead, Esteban.
Your Honor, these are both charged as misdemeanors. One is dating back to 10 years old. It didn't get entered until 4 years after the incident date. For some reason, Your Honor, it's a 2014 incident date and then gets entered 2018. And the other matter is from September 2023. I'm not aware of any capious history. I'm not aware of any incidents since Mr. Adams does seem to be suffering from mental illness, Your Honor. Respectfully asking the court to consider a high personal bond. Let him be home on these old misdemeanor matters. We have 3 contact phone numbers for him that he was able to provide us with. Our office will be handling this case from start to finish. We will make sure that Mr. Adams is at his court dates. Again, I don't believe there's capious history, so there's no reason to believe he's not going to be at his court dates. Respectfully asking the court to allow him to have that personal bond, and we don't believe monitoring him is necessary here.
All right, first of all, as to the animal case, $25,000 personal bond. There's nothing to indicate that he won't show up for court. Okay, and Mr. Adams, I believe you can hear me. $25,000 personal bond. Nobody has to pay any money for you to get out of jail. Now, when we're looking at the assault and battery, and this occurred at Wayne County Jail, okay, in this particular matter regarding another inmate, okay, and Mr. Adams's outburst, my concern on Mr. Adams is for his protection and the protection of the community in this matter is that listening to the bond conditions, and these are not unusual, these are not outrageous bond conditions in this matter. And the way Mr. Adams went off on the court as well as to the people as well as to the defense counsel, okay, this court is concerned. Okay. And so in this matter, using a monetary bond, using clear and convincing evidence, this court is going to, based on his outburst and the charge, even though it is from September 2023, is that there's going to be a monetary bond on this matter. And Counsel Shive, what I want to know is any bond an unaffordable bond?
Your Honor, yes, it is. And the incident itself is allegedly taking place at Wayne County Jail. So we believe, if it would be better if Mr. Adams was home, hopefully getting the proper medication and care.
Counsel, I
for the
would agree with you, but it's Mr. Adams's outburst, okay? His outburst right there, whether he is by Zoom or whether he would have been in front of the court, it is his outburst, counsel, that the court is concerned for his protection and for the protection of the community. In this particular matter, his bond is going to be $5,000 cash surety, and it's going to be a non-affordable bond. So that means that he's going to have a court date for this Friday. And this Friday will be, I believe, March 22nd, 2024 at 9 o'clock in front of Judge McConicle, who's going to review the bond amount and bond conditions.
Your Honor, if I may respectfully, and on behalf of
Go ahead,
Mr.
ma'am.
Adams, we apologize to the court for his outburst. It's not an excuse, just an explanation. Mr. Adams is a little confused, and he's been being held for a few days without being arraigned, and he was unable to go, I believe, 2 days ago, Monday, when he was supposed to be arraigned, because they said that he had tested positive for COVID. He says he didn't, maybe he didn't understand given what's going on with him, maybe mentally. So that is where his frustration is coming from, Your Honor, which could be understandable in these situations. So on behalf of Mr. Adams, we do apologize to the court for his outburst, but I am asking the court to give him a chance on these older misdemeanor matters and allow him to be at home so he could at least get the proper care and medication, Your Honor. And we don't, again, have any reason to believe he's not going to be at court, Your Honor.
Counsel, I don't know. That I believe that Mr. Adams's outburst, and I could understand he can have some frustrations, but by his conduct today, if he would have been in front of me in person, this court would have been concerned with, okay, the safety of everybody that would have been in the courtroom. But just his behavior by Zoom, okay, is enough that I was concerned for the individuals over there, over at the county. So no, his bond is going to stay March 22nd, $5,000 cash surety. March 22nd is his bond redetermination in front of Judge McConicle. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Adams. Okay.
All right. Like I told you, I got part two. Judge McConicle, angry, mean mugging dude is back. I got it. Also, I want to give a special shout out to Judge Slavin. Hopefully you're feeling better, man. Something tells me you're watching, and hopefully you're not too, you know what? I'm going to stop it there. Hopefully you're doing well, man. And yeah, hopefully you're enjoying the show. If you're watching, yeah, this guy, if I saw your message, if looks could kill, this guy's mean mug is on point if you want to scare people. Not a good look when you're talking to the court. All right, Judge McConicle, bond redetermination hearing. Let's go.
Determination appearances, please.
Thank you, Judge. Good morning. Steve Benson for the people.
Great, on behalf of Mr. Adams, Your Honor.
Mr. Adams, state your name. Mr. Adams, state your name.
Looks like he's muted, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Adams, state your name. Okay, thank you. I got you. Argument.
Judge, this is a misdemeanor assault and battery case. Bond is $5,000 cash. I'm asking for a personal bond, Judge. I don't know about any prior criminal history. There's no pending cases right now. Well, he does have another case. He has a $25,000 personal bond on. Lives in the Metro Detroit area, Judge. I just think that it's excessive for a misdemeanor to have a $5,000 cash bond. I think that no contact, especially when the complaint is in the Wayne County Jail, Judge. I just think 5,000 cash is excessive. I'm asking the court for a personal bond on this case.
Judge, this,
What did I get offended by? I didn't get offended by anything. The comment earlier, I wasn't offended. I was explaining my point because I feel like the comment was, I don't know, I can't think of the right word, misconstrued, because I wasn't attacking anybody, and I felt like the comment was putting me on the defense, and I wasn't attacking anybody. So yeah, Francesca, yeah, I wasn't offended, not at all, never was.
and I know that you have a lot to do, so you weren't able to see this. You have better things to do. But I was actually able to watch this arraignment of this individual. I wasn't part of it. But you know me, I like to be involved in everything. And I watched this arraignment. The magistrate could hardly control this defendant. I mean, he was being belligerent and yelling slurs and not listening. With all of that being said, Judge, I don't have the same information, with all due respect, that Mr. Reagan has. I found history on this individual. The 25,000 personal, I wouldn't have even mentioned. I have him with an additional 5,000 cash surety bond for an incident that predated.
All right, I see what angle you're taking. You're trying to trap me, and I'm not going to. I thank you for watching, and I appreciate your comments. It helps the channel, and I hope you keep watching. Thank you so much.
The incident date here, and it's 2 weapons charges. He allegedly ended up beating a gas station employee with brass knuckles on both hands. Now he was arraigned allegedly in like Highland Park. I saw in my court, Judge. But
Keep going.
and I had.
Can I say what happened?
No. Continue.
Judge, and I did a chronology of it. So the complaint here was issued January 29th. Then
Thank you so much, and yeah, I'm just happy that you're here. So watch, enjoy, read the comments, laugh, and I appreciate that we can bring a smile to your face. And also, thank you for the PayPal a little bit ago. I appreciate it.
he was arrested for 2 counts of felony weapons, dangerous weapons out Highland Park, 318. Then he was arraigned here, 320. And then on 321, the next day, allegedly he was arraigned and he was given a $5,000 cash surety bond on that weapons charge, where he beat the heck out of an individual at a gas station because he allegedly was bothering customers at the gas station. So he ended up swinging, causing injuries to that individual. And that's that case. This case has to do while he was in MDOC allegedly, while there was a pending issue going on. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Judge. No, this is where there was allegedly an individual that wanted him to have, he had mental health issues. He goes in, there was an order that that told this individual to go get treatment or to go get an evaluation over at MDOC. 2 days into treatment, he ends up beating somebody at MDOC. And that's how we have the A and B case here. So there's a lot going on with this individual, Judge. Mr. Reagan's correct. He doesn't have previous convictions.
All right, hey, Mr. Adams, stop talking. Don't talk when the attorneys are talking, and don't talk when I talk. I will give you a chance to speak, but don't talk until I ask you to speak. Do you understand that, Mr. Adams? Okay.
Hey, Judge, I'll just make this quick. Mr. Reagan's correct in terms of no prior convictions. He had an 18 arson case. It was dismissed. He had an armed robbery and a weapons felony firearms case in 22. That was dismissed. He has that other case going on right now. In this case, was a direct result of him. There was an order by the court from another individual who allegedly had a protection order. He needed to get mental care and treatment, and 2 days in, he allegedly ends up beating this individual multiple times, punching him. So that's what I have. It's 5,000 cash or surety. I know it's a misdemeanor, Judge, but we kind of feel as though he's a danger. We're going to be asking you to keep it.
Hey, Judge, and I have this happening at Division 1 in the Wayne County Jail is where I have the location.
Okay. My apologies.
No, I just want to make that note. So that's all, Judge. Yeah, I didn't see the priors, and this happened there, but yeah, misdemeanor A and B. I'm saying they could separate him from wherever. That's why I'm asking for personal bond. If he's not in the jail, then he can't have contact with whoever, he allegedly assaulted in the jail. So I'm asking for personal.
No, it was allegedly in the mental ward of the county.
Wayne County Jail, correct.
Right, Judge, right.
Mr. Adams, did you want to say anything, or did you want to just speak, let your attorney speak for you?
Yes, sir. I'm Malcolm X's nephew. I'm Muhammad Ali's nephew, and the gas station been there since 1995. Now the people in the city and me don't get along. I stayed there and I actually own this whole city. This got tied off me recently. I'm not poor. This man in the store is white. He is racist. Every time I came to the store, I brought him every customer he had in the store. Every day I had to stand at the store, he didn't offer me anything for free when I stood at the store. I had to hustle up my money every single day to make everything I earned. When this guy stood in the side of the store because they let him work in the store.
Mr. Adams, I'm going to cut you off because that's the Highland Park case. That's not what we're here for. So we're just going to.
I'm here.
You're here for allegedly assaulting someone in the Wayne County Jail. That's what you're here for. Is a fight in the Wayne County Jail. Okay.
Right. So.
Yeah, this guy, he knows everybody. What do you say? He's Malcolm X's nephew, Muhammad Ali's nephew. He's personal friends with DMX. DMX passed away, man. Not saying that you weren't, but kind of weird reference to make. That was his last clip, by the way. And he owns the city was also the last clip. And every time he walks into the store, he gets everything for free. That sounds like it's stealing. Just saying. All right, let's go.
Yeah, Judge. So we're
talking about for 5. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, understood.
All right.
Who
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Oh, Judge. So we're gonna ask for personal.
Another inmate in the Wayne County Jail, allegedly. Court haven't heard. Understood.
All right, not guilty.
Okay, I'm okay. Where I'm lost with all of this stuff. Is he on a personal bond, or is he on a cash bond also?
He's on a personal bond for the other case and a cash bond on this case.
So the Highland Park case, he has.
I don't know about that. I'm sorry. I don't know about the Highland Park. I'm sorry, Judge.
He's got a personal bond, Judge. He's got a cash bond, cash surety bond over in Highland Park, and now we have this 5,000 over here as well. I think Highland Park matched what the magistrate did here.
Got it. Okay.
Judge does not know what to do on this one. And it's a very interesting dilemma. Now, he has a personal bond on whatever is going, like his major case, but he assaulted someone in the jail. That's what he's in front of the judge on now. And this charge is what's holding him in jail. But this is where the dilemma is. And I can see it in his face. You hold someone in jail with a protection order against the victim who he assaulted in jail. So he's going to be violating that protection order every single day. Now, there has to be something. There has to be some underlying rule here, law, where you're not going to get out of jail for assaulting someone in jail. Just going to say, spoiler alert, this guy does. He gets a PR bond on this because, just saying. Now you know.
Problem with this matter is he allegedly assaulted someone in jail, and if we keep this, he'll go back to where he assaulted someone. But if he's given a personal bond, he'll actually be away from where he actually assaulted someone. Now the cash bond in Highland Park actually keeps him in the Wayne County Jail. With all that being said, $5,000 bond is an unaffordable cash bond.
And afford it, so it's not affordable. Afford it. They will allow me to afford it in my city. They've been robbing me since the first day my father passed away. So
Mr. Adams.
He's breaking up, Your Honor. I'm not getting what
Okay,
he's saying.
Mr. Adams. Stop talking while I'm.
but I have to get robbed.
Mr. Adams. Mr. Adams. Okay, Mr. Adams.
Yes, sir.
Stop talking. Stop talking. Right now. Stop talking. Where I left off is the $5,000 bond is an unaffordable bond. In order to have an unaffordable bond, there has to be a showing that by clear and convincing evidence that the defendant is a danger to the community, a danger to the complaining witness, and or is a flight risk.
Monster doesn't taste like anything, but it adds a lot of creaminess. It's like mozzarella. Mozzarella doesn't really have a big flavor. There's a flavor there, but it's just not a strong one, but it's a very creamy cheese. That's what Monster is. So if you do Monster alone, you're just going to taste bread. But if you mix it with something, it's going to add, you're going to get that grilled cheese spread when you pull the slices apart, for sure.
But may I just say, it was illegal how I got here in the first place. I'm supposed to have a tether when this guy allegedly locked me out the store every time and raced me to the next store because I had money in my hand. As far as we sent to me as the customer, when I sent him as a customer because he's a white race motherfucker, so he get a few dollars in his hand, wouldn't even allow me in my own store, but he didn't own it. He can hustle up.
Okay.
Understand there.
How are you back at work already? Are you not going to be here tomorrow night for the grilled cheese cook-off? Oh, Fozzie, if you say you're not going to be here, I would be very disappointed. I scheduled on the wrong day. Fozzie, you got to see the glorious grilled cheese that I make.
Robbed me all day. When the cops didn't even arrest him, knew he was a robber. So what am I here for? It's because it's illegal. It's illegal. I didn't even do nothing. I did nothing at all. This guy stood there made 80.
Okay, with the
when he shot the store, and I made $2.
Mute the jail now. Mute the jail now. Mute the jail now. Okay, that's enough, Mr. Adams. The court is going to make sure the file is marked medical. We're gonna mark the file medical. The bond is going to be reduced from 5,000 cash to the amount of 510% with a GPS tether and a 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew and no contact provision with the complaining witness. But make sure the file is marked medical, Madam Clerk.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks, Judge.
All right. Who wants one more clip? I got one more clip ready. We're not ending on a high note. We're gonna watch a guy get arrested because dude's not a good judge makes kind of a funny speech, but that's what I have ready. That's the only other clip. All right, let's go. Hold on, what did Mimi say? I'm sorry, Colin. If you need any help, let me know. Why? No, I don't need any help. I mean, no, I don't need any help. Thank you for offering, though. Thank you for offering. And I gotta go find this clip now. I had it already loaded, but then I had to restart my Streamlab. All right. This one is both sad, funny, frustrating. You might feel a little bit of anger, and then all at the same time. This one's just interesting. Judge Flores, his audio is but you can hear everything, but you can also hear a little bit of feedback while he's talking. But last clip of the night. Hope you guys are having a great night. I think I've thanked everyone I needed to. I did. All right. Let's go. You guys are all awesome. Members only Monday tomorrow night, cooking with Colin. I'm going to show you my pesto grilled cheese. And you know what? I'll put a community post out tomorrow morning. I'll do it after this live tonight. I'll put a community post out and tell you the ingredients I use, just in case you're so inclined to try it yourself. I'll do it. All right, let's go. Jedi, I can't. I can't. I lost everything, all of my cooking utensils. I gave all to my ex-wife, and I haven't had the heart to buy them again. She has my knives. She has my food processor. She has my blender. She has my cooking pans. She has everything. Everything that I have right now is from my mother who passed away, and I'm using her stuff. So, yeah, I can't make my own pesto. I do not have the utilities to do it. Otherwise, I would. I would do that. And also, I used to make a basil dressing, thinking it was a basil dressing, and all it was just a runny pesto, and it was delicious. So I would love to be able to do that again, but I can't do it. Can't do it with you know, a fork. I can't. So I'll get there. I'll get back there. I will get back to that position where I can show you how to make proper pesto. All right, let's go.
So we're on the record in docket 23-3791. That is people of the state of Michigan versus Elijah Shakur. Will the parties please introduce themselves for the record? Ms. Wilson.
Abigail Wilson for the people.
Ms. Schroeder.
Thank you, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Aaron Schroeder.
You brought up a topic that I didn't even mention. When you compare what I'm talking about to something else, you're asking me to respond to a different topic that I didn't mention. Yes, so I'm going to say that's a trap question. That's why I just said this is a trap question. Thank you for your response, and I moved on. And I am very participating in my chat because I love everybody that's here. I appreciate that you're here. I appreciate that you're making your comments. So thank you for wishing me luck, and I wish you luck as well. But I'm telling you, if you take my words and compare it to a completely different topic, I'm not going to respond to it. And that is exactly what a trap question is. So I hope you're having a great night. I hope you have a great week. And I hope you continue to watch because you seem very intelligent. But I'm not going to answer questions where you're comparing apples and oranges, hoping I answer it. I'm not.
On behalf of Elijah Shakur, who is present, standing to my right.
Sir, you are Elijah James Shakur, is that correct? Thank you. Is the time set for a sentencing in the matter? First off, Ms. Wilson, is there any restitution on the file?
There is not, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Ms. Schroeder, have you had the opportunity to go through the pre-sentence report with your client?
Okay? I have, Your Honor.
Any additions, deletions, or corrections?
There is a deletion on page 1 under defendant's statement, last sentence. I have spoken, Mr. Shakur, regarding this statement that I indicated that he told probation that I told him to lie to the court so he could go home. He indicated to me that's not what he said, and I would like that stricken because I'm sure the court's aware I did not do that.
That I will indicate for that it is contested and stricken.
Right. And then
Sierra May, thank you. I gave you a shout out a little bit earlier. Hopefully you're here. Thank you so much, Sierra May, for the $2 super chat. And yeah, ham is my favorite thing to add to a grilled cheese, mainly because I'm not the biggest bacon fan. I know it's going to spark outrage in a lot of people, but bacon is a very strong flavor. And when I say I'm not a big bacon fan, I love bacon on its own. I'll eat strips of bacon all day long. I don't like putting it on things. It's a very strong flavor. It takes over a dish. There's very few things that you can put bacon on where you just don't taste bacon. You put bacon in a grilled cheese, you're eating a bacon sandwich with cheese on it. I'm sorry. So that's why I love ham on it, because you can still taste the ham and the cheese at the same time. So yeah, Sierra Maid. I love putting ham on my grilled cheese. Hot ham and cheese sandwich. Let's go.
2 times on subsequent page 2 about spinning a story about his attorney, telling him to, I would like that stricken as well, same reason.
Okay.
And then down under overall impression, and there's a 3rd sentence making the same, essentially the same statement. He and I have discussed that at length. He does not know exactly how that came to be in the report, but he denies making that statement, and I certainly deny making any such statement.
All right. With that understanding, those 3 are.
I put tomatoes on my grilled cheese too. Thank you so much for backing me up on that, Lady Wolf. I appreciate it.
Are contested and stricken pursuant to the request. Anything else under additions, deletions, or corrections?
Nothing further, thank you.
Elocution.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I think I just lost the hearing. Anyway, thank you, Your Honor. I've spoken and gotten to know Mr. Shakur over the time period of his case here. What I will tell you is that Mr. Shakur took a lot of initiative after entering his guilty plea. There's reference in the PSI to him taking programming, but no evidence of it yet. In the audience today is Ms. Heather Dahl, DAHL, from Crystal Ray. I've spoken with her, confirmed with her that she.
All right, so Jedi likes 86 tomatoes on her grilled cheese, and then you add bacon. I don't know how you add 86 tomatoes and then add bacon. I'm just kidding. I know what 86 tomatoes means. Also, 86 is a restaurant term or an old person term. So whenever I see 86 anything, I always laugh. So you're either old or you worked in the restaurant industry. That's the only people that use that term anymore.
Has been working for approximately going on 4 weeks with Mr. Shakur in their anger management programming over there. It's a 10-week course. She indicated to me that he has been active and engaged in the programming, and that's one of the reasons she was pleased enough to come over here today. They don't have reports finished quite yet regarding a substance abuse assessment that was completed, but she said they are working on finishing writing that up presently, and it should be available within the next few days. I hope, to be able to provide a copy of probation, but she indicated he did complete one, and they're just finishing doing the final drafting of that assessment. So I believe he's taken a very proactive approach on this matter. From my understanding, he has not had any violations as to the tether that he currently is on. He is, oh yes, yes, anger management, we already discussed, yes, but he is working his way through that program, that 10-week program, like I indicated. And he, I think he is taking the matter seriously. He may disagree with some of the characterizations from probation as well as from the police report from the original case. However, he does not disagree with the idea that this should not have gotten to this point. He should not be here today. This could have been handled differently. And he is taking steps to make sure that he does not have a repeat. He's gotten, I think he can agree, too old for this, and he's got so much to lose right now. Because he is working on employment. He's working with Crystal Ray on housing. He's got a brother that's providing him some support while he is out of the house where he was living, which is where the victim lives, and his wife. He would like to be able to go back home. I know he also understands, though, that the court is unlikely probably to do that today based on some statements in this PSI. But he still very much would like to at some point go home and potentially work on couples counseling once things have settled down further. He has some significant health issues, and he may make a request in the future to have the tether at least temporarily removed, because he may have to have surgery on his heart. There's apparently some heart issues, congestive heart failure. And all that being said, Your Honor, I'd ask you to give him the opportunity to have probation. I would ask the court to consider a lesser term than 18 months at this point, given that he has taken some very proactive approaches and that he does have a support person in the from his programming here within the audience today for him, and that any testing, if ordered, be able to go through reality counseling, as that apparently that location is very close to where he's currently engaged in counseling, as opposed to Adam or somewhere of that nature.
Thank you. Is there anything you'd like to say to the court, Mr. Shakur, before the court passes sentence?
I've just been staying in hotel rooms for like months, and it costs like $2,000 a month to stay in a hotel room. Like kind of running short on money. So, like I've taken out credit cards and done everything I could to keep a roof over my head. I quit my last job because it was at a bar, and I quit that job like shortly after, and also because of my heart condition. So,
Well, all right. Thank you, Mr. Shakur. My decision today is whether you are a person who will benefit from programming today. And you've been programmed before. And you've been on probation twice and on parole before. And now we're here on a domestic 1 year second. And the pre-sentence has to be considered one of the worst I've read. Okay. You threw everybody under the bus and took no responsibility. Okay. You threw your attorney under the bus. You threw the victim under the bus. You threw everybody under the bus. And then you said, wasn't my fault. And if I remember correctly, the first sentence you said to the police was, arrest me, I beat her ass. Okay. I don't think you're a good candidate for probation today. I really don't. I think based on your criminal history that I've read, and I'll read it out loud here, I think I would be doing a disservice to put you on probation, not only to you, but to the rest of the community. And I was just looking at it to see, to remind myself of some of the items that you've already been to court on. In 2015, you have a felony assault by strangulation, in which you went to prison, a felonious assault, a misdemeanor domestic violence, a felony assault strangulation, found guilty by jury. I have an aggravated stalking that you pled guilty to in 2015, a felony stalking out of 2015. Those are both out of 30th Circuit Court. And then domestic violence out of 2002.
sir.
I love how the chat isn't paying attention to the video at all. You guys are having this full-on conversation about tomatoes. I use Roma tomatoes in my grilled cheese. Beefeater tomatoes are amazing. I love Beefeater tomatoes. It's you got to use them on a different thing though. Like a good caprese with Beefeater tomatoes is good. Yeah, you guys, we're listening to this guy. Anyways, I paused the video to say, I want to make a masterclass on how to be a defendant. How to be a defendant. Because this guy messed up in 1,000 different ways. And he's not a good, I'm not going to say he's not a good guy, because I don't know him. But this is his sentencing. And he throwing everyone under the bus. Like, your pre-sentence report, when you go and do your pre-sentence investigation, there are things that you should say and you shouldn't say, and you don't have an attorney present. You're literally just talking to somebody. Some people need to be coached on how to talk. And you know what? It's a good thing that they don't have attorneys there, because he probably is getting the sentence he deserves here. Because he, like I said, he has convictions of really bad things. But a master class on how to be a defendant might help a lot of people on just how to interview well. Maybe that's all it is. It's just learn how to interview. Learn what you should say and what you shouldn't say. They're not your friends. They're not there. They're not your friends. And I can't tell you how many people that I've had to say to when they're going into an interview, these guys, these people, whoever's interviewing, they're not your friends. Don't treat them like you're your friends. They are judging you on everything you're doing, your movement, your body language, how you react, what you say. They're not your friends. Don't treat them that way. And I feel like, everyone gets comfortable in that room and they just start talking. And that might be what happened to this guy. I don't know. But yeah, this guy. All right, let's go. Let's finish this video off and then let's go hang out on Discord for a little bit. Let's go.
I don't think you're a person for programming. All right.
I will do it, sir. I'm trying.
I know you will do it. I know you will do it. I'm not going to allow you to do it today. All right. You're going to jail today. I think the community is a safer place for you in jail. The only thing keeping me from not giving you the full 1 year is the victim impact statement, which I indicated here. The victim impact statement indicated that I should mitigate your activity today. Other than that, the request, because of your failure to take any accountability and to throw everyone under the bus, was a term of incarceration. That was a request by the probation agent, who's the person who's supposed to work with you, right? That's the person who's supposed to work with you. Now, the victim impact statement indicated.
Yeah, my skin looks great because I have an esthetician of a girlfriend who, you know, she makes sure I do certain things. I don't listen to her, but she tells me to do certain things. But yeah, I've got an esthetician for a girlfriend, and yeah, and my suit. So I'm glad you said that, because I don't think I said this during the live, but that suit was when I weighed 260 pounds. Now I'm 6'3". I'm a tall guy. And I hit 260 pounds and I got that suit fitted. So that suit does not fit me anymore, but I was able to zoom in the camera enough where you couldn't see how baggy it was. So yeah, little secret of the camera. But yeah, I need a new suit pretty badly. But thank you so much for saying that. And now everyone just learned a little bit about me. All right, let's finish this video now.
That although they were hit and they were beat up, there was that you should not be sent to jail today. That was the victim impact statement. I disagree with that. All right. So I'm going to sentence you on this case.
Your Honor, can I make one statement for the record?
You may.
In the same report to the PSI, Your Honor, it does indicate that probation would work with him if he shows some self-reflection on his actions, and that they would put him on probation. He's made significant changes, and he's made self-reflection by going to treatment of his own volition. I would still ask the court to consider probation.
I understand the argument, counsel. I simply do not believe that the programming is necessary for this individual today. I look at the PSI. I believe that he has thrown everybody under the bus but himself in the PSI.
That is extremely skinny, man. That is extremely skinny. My ideal weight is 185. So I'm 6'3", and 185 is my ideal weight. And when I say ideal, that's when this was like right out of high school. Like I was probably like 2021. That's when I liked my body the most. So 185 is what I'm going to. Is what my ideal weight is. I'm like 210 now. But yeah, when I got my suit fitted, I was 260 in college, going through like interviews and my final project. So yeah, I wasn't necessarily healthy, and that's where the suit came from. Well, the jacket. So I have a bunch of different shirts that actually fit, bunch of pants that fit, but the actual jacket of the suit is what I'm referring to. But 6'4", 170, you're skinny. You're tall and skinny. Good for you, James.
Understanding that the PSI recommends that he take some accountability. I've seen none. I've seen a tremendous accountability on behalf of counsel. I've seen no accountability on behalf of the defendant. And so, but with this type of criminal record, I believe that Mr. Shakur has found his own path today. Okay, has found his own path in regard to the DV second. That the DV second, I will indicate, and then extensive programming over the past 10 years. So based on the finding of guilt from the plea, and I believe the plea date on this was January 25th. There was no contest. I'm going to waive fines and costs. I'm going to waive the crime victims' rights fee and the state fee. The defendant is to serve incarcerated 180 days in jail. beginning today, March 18th. Actually, today's March 21st. I don't know, he would get whatever credits available. They didn't do a credit list on the pre-sentence.
It looks like it's 3 days, you're on
Okay.
the top.
So 3 days credit, previously served. And that's the end of the sentence. I'm not going to order anything else. Fines and costs to be waived. This will be administratively closed pursuant to the order of the court. The defendant spent 180 days in jail.
Yeah, you missed it, Crimson. It was the very first video. Just rewind back to the beginning. You'll see it. She didn't get evicted yet. Her next hearing is in a week, I think. She had a two-week adjournment. But yeah, Grandma was kicking her daughter out. It should be, I should have titled it Mom Kicks Daughter Out, but yeah, it's definitely Grandma kicking her daughter out. So yeah, you'll see it. You'll see it when you see it. All right, that's all I got. This is it. So I'm gonna throw up my outro. Thank you all for hanging out. You guys are all awesome. Thank you all for the super chats, the PayPals. You guys are all awesome. Hopefully you guys are having a great weekend. Finish your weekend up well. Members only Monday night. Tomorrow, I will be cooking my favorite grilled cheese. That's on the agenda. Wednesday night is my birthday stream where this guy turns 40. So I will be doing a stream on Wednesday. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, that's what we got to look forward to this week. And I've got a couple cases I'm excited about, but I'm not going to lie to you guys. When I said I was excited about cases last weekend, everyone didn't show up. So I was excited. I'm like, I'm here. I'm waiting. And then no one showed up. I had a big stop sit that didn't show up. Broken system, broken trust didn't show up. Yeah. Everyone's just not showing up for court these days. So I'm going to stop telling you guys I'm excited about cases just because I don't want to let you all down as well as myself. So anyways, you guys are all awesome. See what I did there? I'm not giving you the chance to do your little pause trick thing tonight. It wasn't on purpose, actually. I have so many videos that I was preparing to play that I didn't really have a setup for it. So you guys are all awesome. We will all see you tomorrow night. And hold on. It's going to come. All right, I'm going to restart this. Have a great night, everybody. Have a great week. If I don't see you this week and I don't see you till next Sunday night, hopefully you guys are safe. Don't do anything dumb. I tell you this all the time. If you do something dumb, I will cover you in court. I will. I'm an equal opportunity court watcher. So even if I am friends with you and you're here all the time and you do something stupid, I will cover you. And I'll be like, hey, I know this Jedi person. I know them. They're friends. Like, I know them. I will turn into Elf when Santa was coming to town. I will. I know them. I'll be jumping up and down. So don't do anything dumb. Be safe. And I will see you all tomorrow, if not in Discord here shortly. Have a great night, everybody. Till next time. Bye.